Can you please change the slide? Thank you. So today, the topics we will be covering over this webinar. We will give an introduction to OpenAI or ChatGPT. Going forward, we will talk about business opportunities and the future of OpenAI. And after that we will move on to a sample project to showcase how you can implement a simple project on using ChatGPT APIs, and we'll give you some demo with you, share some demo with you. And at last we have an exciting giveaway announcement, so stay tuned with us till the end of the webinar, where we are announcing a giveaway contest for this session. Thank you. So now I will pass the floor to Mahmoud Hassan to talk about ChatGPT or OpenAI.
Thank you, Mushfiq. Okay, so in today's webinar, we actually try to come up with this idea of introducing concepts, because this is a trending a technological spec that is going on, a storm with the open AI and the usage of this platform, how people are creating applications, and they are actually creating a lot of more business ideas out of it, automating a lot of hassles that we had to do manually. So we'll just introduce what an open AI is, and then we can go ahead with these models and research aspects. So the OpenAI is a research organization that aims to promote and develop friendly artificial intelligence AI in a responsible way. So they develop and promote friendly AI in order to benefit humanity as a whole. So it's an organization, as we all know, and we might have already heard of this company. They are creating AI models which we can utilize and build our own application. Basically, we don't have to build the model itself. They're sharing the models with us through very easy access, and we can use those in our day-to-day softwares, right? We can build our own. We can utilize their APIs to connect with our own developed resources, or we can build it from scratch. And also, we can use the data set that have been built. So ideally, when we work with machine learning or artificial intelligence, we have to train the models our own. We have to select the algorithms. We have to go through all those 7 models, all those steps to build an efficient model, and years of the training that goes through those phases to come up with an AI which is efficient enough to give us a desired output. In that case, all these hassles have been taken care of this organization, where they are doing research on different aspects and giving us the opportunity to use them for our needs. So how exactly it's going to help us, and how we can get benefited out of it in a business, and what is the future? So the first point over here is automated customer service system. We have a lot of software out there where we need manual help of the people, especially who are working on the sales and marketing contents, or even sometimes interacting with the actual clients, replying their questions and queries. These models, or these artificial intelligence APIs, which they have created as an endpoint and all, we can get all those answers in real time without spending, or at all, I'd say that we don't even need a time to think about what would be a best answer. We just need to put the question the way it is in a natural language, and it will revert us back in a very quick moment with an answer. The robotic process automation, there are a lot of stuff going on. I'm just not going to go through all these details, because these are all just a very few of those examples from where we can get an idea, like how we can use the OpenAI and its models. Just like the natural language processing is a part of their research area. They're doing research on images. They're doing research on data sets. There are a lot of stuff going on. AI-based computer vision applications, knowledge-based AI applications. So it helps in decision making as well. For example, we have a query from, let's say, a specific requirement from a client, or somebody wants to build or convert their business into a software. We can use these APIs to send the idea and get it converted into a technical breakdown, from where the developers or the company or the organization owners, they can quickly make out decisions out of those. So it's helping to take critical decisions in a very matured way. However, if we see the other side of the AI models, we get to see that there is no 100% accuracy, meaning it's not going to replace the human decision, but it is going to help the humans to take a decision with an accuracy of 90+%. To get the idea compiled from around the globe, they are compiling all the information inputs from different people, and they're giving you an answer. So you can be sure of those data that these are coming after a certain period of training they have got from a lot of people. Automated chatbot and voice bot development. Probably the most used in the very beginning of this chat GPTs or the natural language processors are getting into this environment where you can just chat with this AI just like a normal human being. It's giving you replies just like physically a person is available out there, and you can get all the answers that you are asking. Most of them would be realistic enough for you to get that feeling. The business opportunities in future are endless for such an open AI platform. The reason behind it is these open AI models are trained with almost 40 to 50% of the entire internet traffic data. Until the latest years, they are getting built with more and more data sets. And with that being said, we can use these scripts to automate our manual efforts. We can make better decisions, and we can also utilize to create something out of the box. Okay. So for business point of view, especially the owners of the agencies, creating a company goals, creating a vision, creating, doing some research on a particular field or something trending, it does everything for us. So I'll just quickly go ahead with the next slide where we will be able to see a live demo how we can use OpenAI or some of its research models, which will be implemented or will showcase in the platform. I'll just take a moment to hand it over to Gautam, who will be sharing his screen and showing you how we can use it. Over to you, Gautam.
Thanks, Mahmudul. And thanks everyone who are watching this webinar. And now I'm going to show you a live demo of one application we have already created with the help of ChatGPT or OpenAI APIs. So I'm sharing my screen currently. Okay, so this is the demo project we have created with the help of ChatGPT. So it's a kind of lead magnet. Suppose you were a marketing company and like you have a lot of contacts or potential leads to which you can actually want to reach out. So suppose for this is actually for a non-profit organization lead magnet. So and here are some input fields you can see. So in the input fields, if we give the inputs of the informations of our potential leads, then we will generate some of the informations that are generated by OpenAI actually. So and then we can market those contents to that particular leads through emails. So let me show you how it works. So suppose there is a non-profit organization named Sunrise Health and their domain name is and I have to select the size, like total employees. So city is Dhaka. And the type of that nonprofit organization, suppose it's educational. And if we use WordPress, or if they use WordPress as their core technology. And then if we submit, just wait for a second to get the result generated. Yeah, so here you can see this is a plan, complete basic plan for that particular organization, how they can plan their year. So those are the challenges we have created. We got those informations from OpenAI actually. So the challenges for Sunrise Health, you can see over here. So those would be the challenges for that Sunrise Health organization. And also we have generated the solutions for Sunrise Health, how they can actually be better on fundraising and resources. So you can see the first one, crowdfunding. And also we are generating, or we are getting the links or URLs from OpenAI. So if you think like that, if you want to go, or if any particular lead you want to like investigate or get some ideas like how you can help an organization, then for every organization, suppose you have like thousands of organizations leads in your contacts, so you have to research for everyone, and that's a pretty hassle, and it's very time consuming. So if we create like that, then the solutions we can generate easily through APIs. So 10 we have made here. We have generated 10 crowdfunding resources with the links, and also we are generating the marketing ideas for Sunrise Health with just one click. So those are the marketing plans for that organization. And here are some fundraising options where they can apply for funds with the links. And those are the top web and software development companies for Sunrise Health, who actually can help them developing a website or developing their organization in many ways. So we have seen the inputs and we have seen the outputs also. Just one click and we're getting all the results. Just think if it was like 5 months back, then we had to generate all the, or we have to research a lot to get all the results. But OpenAI is giving us a very precise result sets. And obviously we need human intervention over here. Like if there is any contents which are not appropriate, we can edit them, obviously. So let's go to the coding part, how we can actually easily configure OpenAI with our Node.js application. You all can see my screen, right? We're on the VS Code. So for
Gautam, we're seeing the screen of your browser right now. You have to switch it back.
yeah, can you see now? Yes. Yeah, can you see now?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. So integrating, this is actually a React app. So first, to integrate the OpenAI there, and there is an npm package OpenAI, and we have to do just a simple npm I, and the OpenAI will be integrated. Before that, we have to generate an API key. I have already shared the links on the slides. You can check out how you can create the API keys. And after getting the API keys, we can do just simple npm I in our React app. And then we will have to import two classes from the OpenAI package. One is configuration and other one is OpenAI API. And for the configuration, we have to declare a constant configuration and just add this code. And for this API key, we are using our .env files. So we are keeping, it's always better to keep the API keys and secret keys on env file and not pushing through those into internet. So the configuration is done over here, and then we are initializing OpenAI AI API and with that constant OpenAI. So after we are submitting our informations from that form, we have to declare a constant like completion. It can be anything, and use a async function and initialize that OpenAI. We previously already initialized that OpenAI constant. And then there is a function create completion that is from OpenAI. So we have to hit that function with those data. So first one is model. In OpenAI, currently they have 4 models actually. One is the DaVinci, second one is Babbage, third one is Curie, and fourth one is Ada. So there are 4 models. 4 data models have different features actually. Some are very efficient, some models are very fast. So depending on your demand, you can use any of the models. The documentation link I have already shared on my slide. So from that documentation, you can get enough idea that how actually your application you want to be integrated with OpenAI and what are your demands. Based on your demands, you can use any model over there. And this is the prompt actually. We already have used the Google search, so it's very easy. So you can see the prompts we are giving to OpenAI for generating results. So what are some challenges faced by agency size here working? So faced by small educational, we have used educational for Sunrise Health. So what are some challenges faced by small educational nonprofit organization in Dhaka, Bangladesh? And then it will give you the results. So max tokens are different things and temperature. So it depends on your demand only. So based on the data models or AI models, you can change the max token numbers. You can read the documentation. We have used 1500 for that. And for DaVinci model, the max tokens are 4800. You can use maximum. So depending on the max tokens, the results will be generated, and the temperature also. After we're getting the results, so we are getting all the response in that constant, and we are setting those constant or setting those responses in our particular states we have already declared over there. So we are getting business development data, user data, marketing data, goals, challenges, ideas, websites, the companies, software companies. So we are keeping all those results on a state, and then we have to do some string operations to get the results well organized and display in our website. So there is the configuration is very easy. As far as I found, there is no complexity. It's very easy. First of all, we have to do an npm I OpenAI, and after the OpenAI package is installed, we have to just import those 2 classes from there, and then we have to initialize the configuration and the OpenAI constant, and then we can just start working on that. So based on those configuration, we can change the prompts over there based on your demands. You can do anything with that. So even content generation, any kind of content generation, suppose you can make a small project. So I hope that whoever joined this webinar, most of them are very interested to do the web development and making small or making web applications. So they can do a simple project like Facebook post generation or marketing contents generation like this. So that's all from my side. Thank you, everyone. I hope that you have understood how to do the configuration and how to get the results from OpenAI. Thank you. So Mahmoudul, you can take over.
Thank you, Gautam. Thank you so much for your lovely demonstration on VS Code, how you are using ChatGPT. So now I will share my screen and pass the floor to Redon Hassan to discuss over how to improve developers' productivity.
Yeah, thank you, Mushfiq. So right now we saw that ChatGPT has changed software development. However, 70% of software engineers still don't use it. So there are numerous ways to use it to increase productivity and their code quality. Like when we start a project from scratch, we can ask ChatGPT to create a boilerplate using a particular technologies, framework, and version that I choose. I can even make it part of my team documentation. It saves at least 1 hour. So for each time when we start development, research and compare. Suppose there are many different ways to implement something. So my usual approach is to build a rough POG of two competing approaches and compare them. So ChatGPT will do for me. Suppose, say for example, I want to sort some data in terms of time and space complexity. So it will give us some suggestion like I want to sort my data in order of n times complexity. Then it will give me some algorithms like bubble sort, insertion sort, something like that. Explain the code. So we are facing some tough times when we would like to understand some other developers code which was not built by us. So here we saw that legacy code with no comments. So we die a little bit when we read all the things line by line. So now we can ask ChatGPT to explain how the code does, and we save a bunch of time. Right, test cases. We faces that in peer-to-peer review, there are lots of time spent to check other developers' work. So if we ask ChatGPT that please write some test cases that how my function works, so it will generate the appropriate test cases for me. So in the production, we can confident that there will no bug will occur. Find bugs in your code. Say for example, we are facing some issues in production grid in production. So if we ask ChatGPT that tell me that in which line these bugs occurs, so ChatGPT will uh, give me some suggestion that you can check this line. Maybe this line will generate this type of errors. Generate regexes. Basically, what we do when we need some particular regexes, we would like to Google search for this. So now we can ask ChatGPT to do something like generating a particular regexes, something like this for us, and write documentation. That is very important part in software development when we understood other people project by like seeing their documentation. So when we like creating a project and write some documentation about the what is the business case, which technology stack we want to use. So ChatGPT can give me the answer of these things. And I would like to say some points. Suppose there are three types of developer existing in the industry. One type is who are very focused in a particular domain, and another type is jack of all trades, but they are master of none. But now it is time to make ourselves like a T-shaped developer who is expertise in a particular area, and he has the fundamental knowledge of other areas which will be the demanding in the market. So say for example, like I want to train a model in machine learning. So I can ask ChatGPT that give me this relevant type of data where I can train my a particular classification model over here. So it will generate the data for me. Then I can like give a question to him that give me the create a classification model based on this data and give me the proper output, which will give me the accuracy above 80%. And we saw that ChatGPT will do it very goodly. So for improve the developers productivity, we can see that it will helps a lot for us. So I think it will give us more flexibility to improve our productivity and make a good careers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Redwan, for your wonderful speech. Uh, we have reached on to the end of our webinar session. So thank you everyone for joining.